Wait for this. What's this one now? Take a picture.
Well, good evening, everyone. How's everyone feeling tonight? Alrighty then, we're just about 12 minutes from showtime. 12 minutes from showtime. The 69th annual Miss Universe Costume Experience. Just a quick reminder, mask on at all times. Mask on at all times. Covering your nose and mouth. Taking care of you, us, and the contestants. We'll get started in just a few. Thanks to the Hard Rock Seminole for taking care of us. We're getting close to showtime. Close to showtime. About 8 minutes till showtime. Just a quick reminder, masks must be worn at all times. Masks worn at all times, covering your nose and mouth. Thanks again to the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino for taking care of us this week. We'll get started in just a few.
Ready?
Just about 2 minutes from showtime. Just about 2 minutes from showtime. Take your seats, please. Masks covering your nose and mouth at all times. 2 minutes from showtime. Thank you for being with us. Miss Universe.
Casino in Hollywood, Florida. It's the 69th Miss Universe National Costume Show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your hosts, writer producer Nick Tublins, and the reigning Miss Universe, Susie Tutti.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, and welcome to the 69th Miss Universe Competition's National Costume Show, brought to you by our official e-commerce partner, Lazada. Zosie and I have been backstage with the delegates as they've been getting ready tonight, and I can assure you, you're in for a special show this evening.
Absolutely. The National Costume Show is a Miss Universe tradition like no other. It allows the contestants to bring a piece of their countries here to the Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood in the most incredible, creative way. A lot of times and effort have went into putting this ensemble together and shipping them here to Florida, especially during the global pandemic.
Very true. So here is how tonight's show is going to work. As the women walk the runway tonight, Zosie and I will give you a brief description of their national costumes. There might be a cheesy rhyme, one or two of them. If you do like what you see, you can head on over to MissUniverse.com/vote and vote for your favorite. So get ready to be amazed by this ambitious group of contestants because the National Costume Show begins right after this message from Lazada.
Lazada celebrates the power of following your dreams.
To me, ambition brings freedom. It lifts you up and gives you a higher perspective. You are constantly changing, constantly evolving.
Ambition needs relentless bravery. It needs an unconditional belief in yourself.
Ambition is power, and when I shop at Lazada, it feels like the world is at my fingertips.
I used to think that success is achieving my own personal goals. But as I age, I realized that success is best experienced when shared.
What drives my ambition is thinking of the people who are watching me.
My drive is a promise I made to never limit myself and to be fearless in pursuing my dreams.
Lazada drives my ambitions.
I want to be a better person every single day.
My ambition? It's to champion and change our world to be more inclusive, grounded in respect, appreciative of differences, and unified no matter who we are.
I found my purpose of providing education to underprivileged children in rural communities of Nepal.
I have achieved my goal of being myself no matter where and who I'm with.
One thing I can say is that I have never given up, and I am not one to quit.
So I pursue my dreams knowing that my achievements will bring some positive impact in my community.
And I would much rather look back and think, well, at least I tried, than what if I had tried?
We all need to realize and if we act upon our dreams, we will build a better future for everyone around us.
Alright, I think it's time to finally bring these incredible, ambitious contestants out here in their national costumes. Take it away, Nick.
Alright, you guys ready? Okay, then we begin with Albania. This costume is called Queen of Earth and Skies. Embroidered with red crystal stones, this dress is a flag, and the contestant is an eagle that spreads her wings and flies high with Albanian pride. Looking regal as a flag-covered eagle, Albania.
Argentina! This contestant's costume represents the sports that unites the country, football. It was inspired by the Argentinian football team team that won its second World Cup in 1986 and pays tribute to Diego Maradona. Standing tall while kicking the ball, it's Argentina!
All right, up next we have Armenia. Maradona still making his way down. Waving to the fans. And now we have Armenia. This costume was made with jewelry created by Armenian masters in the 19th century. They convey power and prosperity, strength and confidence, just like the women of Armenia. This queen rules in her Armenian jewels, Armenia.
Aruba. As the goddess of the sea, this outfits create the illusion of waves from the crystal blue water that surrounds Aruba. The island's white sand features and clear water transmits peace, energy, and positivity. Just like this national costume, you're sure to spot her when she's covered in water. It's Aruba.
Okay, give it up for Australia! Featuring a pair of rotating wings, this costume was inspired by the black swan, a native Australian bird. Weighing nearly 20 pounds, it features 105 feathers and took more than 100 hours to create. You're sure to grin watching wings that spin like Australia's.
Up next, we have the Bahamas. This costume is a great tribute to our country's playground, where they want to swim with the pigs, enjoy a deep water fishing trip, or flamingo watch. Remember, we're saving Bahamas Air. We don't just fly here, we live here. She's soaring high, way up in the sky. It's Bahamas.
This hand-painted national costume depicts marine life, as Mauritius is known for its pristine lagoons and unique sea creatures. The children from the Champions Association created this look, along with the headdress that represents the sun. It sure looks fun to be the sea and the sun, like Mauritius.
Up next, we have Mexico. It's about time for a climb with Nepal.
Coming to the stage next, we have Netherlands. Now we have Netherlands. Due to COVID-19, tourists were unable to visit Netherlands' beautiful country over the past year. So here's a look at what they've been missing. This costume represents a colorful
Experience every year when Tiger arrives. It's a popular festival the Virgin Mary's conception. Every girl and boy will experience this joy.
Give it up for Norway! This look is inspired by Norwegian nature, culture, and glamour. This contestant designed her own national costume based on how Norway stands out from most other countries and symbolizes the freedom to be who you are.
Thank you.
Beauty inspired the design of this costume. More than 1,000 pieces of silver and crystals make it shine, and the red crown is the color of the top of the country's flag. The silver pieces are tiny, but it makes her real shiny. Uruguay.
Let's keep it going for Peru. See a tribute to the Peru bicentennial that will be celebrated on July 28th. This costume was inspired by the Taiwan. The bright red and white colors are often associated with the Peru movement. It's not a drag to be a bird and a flag. Like Peru.
Okay, up next, Philippines. This outfit is inspired by the Philippines flag. The blue represents royalty, red stands for the courage and strength of an independent woman, and yellow, the color of the sun and stars, symbolizes hope and freedom to choose whoever you want to be. You'll get far being just who you are, like Philippines.
Up next, we have Poland. This costume is styled to resemble the armor of the victorious Polish Rosals and reflects one of the finest periods of Polish history. The corset is made on richly decorated silver fabric. The plume, just like the original one, is one made of white feathers, whereas the cape is the country's flag. You're in great shape, wearing the flag as a cape, like Poland.
And here comes Portugal. This look aims to be able to show several key moments in the history of Portugal. Made from a black knit jumpsuit, a dress with frills, and gold print representing the filigree. Once the Azorian mantle is removed, as you can see, it will drag on the floor and mirror the skirt. If you're looking for lace, you're in the right place. It's Portugal.
And now let's give it up for Puerto Rico. This costume is inspired by the iconic Puerto Rican astrologer Walter Mercado. The violet colors represent mystery. The gold constitutes creativity. The message is about love and acceptance of who we are, regardless of our identity. No goodbye, conditional love, just us, Puerto Rico.
Okay, let's hear it for Romania. The story of nature and rebirth. When the large cake falls, it reveals a special surprise. You won't believe your eyes when you see this surprise. It's Romania.
Up next, Russia. Much like the woman who wears this costume, the beauty of the gem diamond symbolizes the national heritage of Russia and is one of its important and valuable resources. The look is completed with a shimmering headdress. It's quite the sight to watch her shine bright. It's Russia.
Here comes Singapore. His costume is inspired by the Singapore national flag. The red represents equality for all. White symbolizes everlasting virtue. Singapore is a place for all races, and they are very proud to be Asian. It sure would be great to stop Asian hate in Singapore.
The sweet-smelling costume is made from roses, the national flower of Slovakia. It is red, blue, and white because those are the colors of the nation's flag. Dressed in roses, she walks and poses. It's Slovak Republic.
And now those of you in your home country, South Africa. Wigs on his flavor's gown have been printed with drawings by young South African children. The digitized artwork on this angelic silhouette tell the story of how the COVID-19 pandemic disrupted the lives of those children. The kids were feeling down, so they drew on this gown for South Africa.
Give it up for Spain! Costume is a fantasy based on the well-known painting Las Medinas by the Spanish painter Diego Velázquez. Painted in 1656, it shows the life of royalty in the Spanish Golden Age. This dress is made with embroidered tulle, lace, and crystals. No painter would refuse having her as his muse. Give it up for Spain!
We got some fans in the house of Thailand. It is Uruguay. This costume is called I Am and honors the LGBTQ+ community. It is inspired by a free young woman who decided to tell the world who she is, to be the light for those who have been oppressed. As you can see, she's real proud to be Uruguay.
We have USA. Official statement of Mississippi with Israel's flag. The imagery of the flag inspires strength and unity. It celebrates the importance of lifting your wings to feel liberated and free. Flaming wings and the wonderful things for USA. If you're made of silk, you're off the same hill as Vietnam. Let's hear it one more time for all of tonight's contestants in their incredible national costume. Head to MissUniverse.com to vote for your favorites. And while you're there, you can also help to vote for your favorite delegates into the top 21 on Sunday's Night Television. Hurry, both votes close Saturday at midnight.
Yes, go to MissUniverse.com/vote right now. So on behalf of Zosie, myself, and our official e-commerce partner Lazada, thank you guys so much for watching and have a great night. Thank you, everybody.
Lazada celebrates the beauty of being you. I believe that our experiences and purpose in life make us who we are.
I do believe that we have different backgrounds, different and unique experiences to share.
What makes me unique is my story.
My approach to life. What I think with me is I think the celebration and individuality. I'm